Hey, what's up guys? Resilient here. I'm here today with my first ever video. I have appeared in a couple of Urka Perkas videos, but we're just messing around playing with our Pokemon Unleashed series. Now this is going to be different. I'm going to have an OU live, a solo OU live, just me. So we're going to hop into a battle real quick and see how this goes. Okay, so I'm about in the 1400 rankings, maybe a little bit under that. Hopefully we can get it up a little bit, because it's not very high to be honest, but we got a guy with Doug, so we gotta watch out for that. Most likely it's he'll probably lead with Rotom Heat, so I'm gonna go ahead and lead with my let's see. I think I can just go ahead and lead with Latios. Yeah, as I expected. So the thing is, he could be Scarf, but I'm not really scared because if he burns me, that's no big deal. I'm a special attacker, obviously. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to fire off a Psyshock. Yeah, so that did a ton. Let's see what he wants to do. Oh, he's Confused Ray said. Okay. Okay, and he's lefties, so. Okay. I think I'm just going to fight through it and just go for another Psyshock. Yep, as we pick up the kill. One down. Let's see what he wants to bring out. Okay, so he brings out Scizor. Interesting, I could easily have HP Fire on this. So now I'm going to switch, obviously, but I'll just go to Lando. As he knocks off, but doesn't really matter. I had Rocky Helmet. So I'm going to get my rocks here because he's got a Charizard and I obviously want that thing taking damage when it comes in. He could be Defog, but I don't really care at this point. Let's see what he does. Yeah, and so I'm new to this whole recording thing, so I don't really know. I'm just kind of commentating right now. Maybe once we get into it more, I will begin to get better at this. So I'm not saying cut me some slack, but I kind of am saying cut me some slack. So just bear with me at this point because it's all new to me, and I'm just trying to get into it, you know. As I get a crit, I don't think it didn't really matter that much, but as he does defog my rocks, I'm just gonna get him right back up. I'm trying to pressure, almost trying to pressure in the Charizard at this point. Yeah, there it is. So I got the Stealth Rocks up. Now, what I really want to know is if he's Mega Y or Mega X, because in case he's Mega X, I do eat. I'm physically defensive, but if he's Mega Y, I don't think I eat because I'm at 69%. And in the sun, a Mega Y is very, very powerful. So I actually do not have a lot of counters for Mega Y, so I'm really hoping he's Mega X. So my play here is probably going to Gyarados, get the Intimidate off if he's Mega X, but if he's Mega Y, then again, I almost have to sack something. So I think we're just gonna stay in and fire off a Stone Edge. Yeah, he is Mega X. So luckily I do hit and I get a crit. That mattered probably. So either way, I got a kill. I'm gonna take it. I had to go for Stone Edge just in case he was Mega Y, because I mean, if he's Mega Y, I wouldn't even have touched him with an Earthquake, and that would have put me back pretty far. So I'm happy I got the kill. Unfortunate for him to get a crit, but Pokemon is Pokemon. You just gotta live with it. This game can be very, very frustrating at times. So he brings out a Sylveon. Obviously, Sylveons are used for two reasons. There's two popular sets, at least. There's Specs, which is very, very hard hitting. I do love that set, but most of the time it's Spadef Wall with Wish, Protect, and Heal Bell sometimes. You know, all that nonsense. So I do outspeed him, and I'm just gonna get off damage and hit him with an Earthquake. Yeah, that did 57% because these things are so that might be, yeah, that might be Specs. But anyway, I get off 57% on, pretty nice. And I can just hop into Cobalion for free. And I want to see what he's going to do here, so I think I'm just going to set up a substitute. Because if he doesn't switch here, this man is insane. I can see him going out into Serp and maybe getting a last-ditch effort of trying to sweep, but there's not much he can really do to me at that point. And if he brings out Scizor, I will kill him. Oh, so he does stay in, goes to the Hyper Voice, goes through my sub. This guy is insane. So now I'll just hop into Jirachi and get off an Iron Head kill. I don't understand that play at all. Either way, I mean, hopefully I can pull this one because I have a pretty good advantage on him with getting these rocks up, and having a Scarfrachi, you know, there's always a will to win with Scarfrachi, so we'll see what he does. Laportri, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I don't understand why it's taking him so long. If he stays in, this guy is crazy. So there's another one down. So now he brings in Doug, and I am Scarf, so I will outspeed if he isn't Scarf. So I'm not really too scared of this thing. I don't even think an Earthquake kills at this range. So we'll see. Yeah, outspeed him. I'll probably get the flinch. No, I do not get the flinch, but I do stay alive, and his Life Orb kills him. So Doug's gone. Now he'll probably bring out Scizor, Bullet Punch, but I will go straight to Gyarados and get my Intimidate, as that is going to do absolutely nothing. So I think I am just going to get a, let's see, what puts me in the best way to take care of Serp. I'll just kill it. And even if, no. I don't want to Mega Evolve because then a Bug type move will do a ton. So I'm just going to get a Dragon Dance up here and see what he wants to do. As he does Defog, that doesn't really matter at all at this point unless he's just Focus Sash Superior, which, I mean, with him staying in with Sylveon, you could probably see that. But I'm just going to Dragon Dance up again. As that, yeah, he can't touch me right now because Scizor Bullet Punch isn't going to do anything. Alright, so now I'm +2. I might even, I think I'm just going to D-Dance one more time. As I get the +3. So now, I'm just going to Waterfall here. Get the kill. And this should be a good game. Yeah, GG, man. Yep, game over. So, we got one win. We'll go on to the next one. Good start. 1-0 for my YouTube. As I did say before, I am on Urka Pokemon Unleashed videos, so this is technically not my first one, but this is my first solo, and this is the first one that is going up on my Resilient account. I do have a couple alts, you guys might see me on those later, but Resilient will be my main account, and Resilient is what I'm going to be known as. So, we got this guy named What a Player, or A What Player, my bad. And he's got some chancy offense, it looks like, with a Magic Bounce. So this is going to be fun to play against. So, right now, he could lead with a number of things, like his Mega Manectric, his Ferrothorn, his whatever that Espeon. So honestly, I really want to lead with Mew because I have really good coverage on it with Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Earthquake, and Thunderbolt. So I hit a lot of things on his team decently hard, even though I could use a Psychic move on it to get that conk, but it's whatever. So I think just to be safe, I'm going to lead with Lando, get up my rocks if he leads with something like Talonflame, so he does lead with this. But that's okay because he should just HP Ice, Mega Evolve, and in that case, I can go out into Jirachi. If this man does click Flamethrower, I honestly don't know what planet he's from, so we'll see what he does. So he does get the Intimidate off, which is unfortunate, but Anyway, I'm pretty sure I can U-turn freely into... I could go to Latios, but I don't really want to. I honestly just want to heart stamp this thing to death because Jirachi is a god, so I think that'll be my play for now. Yeah, I'm doing 26%. As he does just get his Volt Switch off on the first time, which is very, very unlikely usually. 60% is more like 99% in the Pokemon game that I play. Hopefully it's different for you guys because it's very unfortunate playing a Scarfrachi. I mean, it's pretty good if you have it, but you get what I'm saying. So he goes out into Espeon, and I don't really know what he wants to do at this point. Maybe he's just trying to Shadow Ball me, but maybe he's a screen setter. I honestly don't know. But I can honestly go into Latios. No, I don't want to go Latios. Let's see. I could go Gyarados, and I eat up pretty much anything. I got 237 Spadef. Yeah, I think my play is honestly Gyarados. I don't know if this thing gets T-Wave. That would be kind of unfortunate if it does. Yeah, I'm just going to go Gyarados and see what he wants to do. So he does Shadow Ball, and he crits me. And he gets the Spadef drop. Man. So that's really, really unfortunate. Honestly, I don't know if a Crunch would even kill him from full. I think it would. I'm saying if I don't Mega Evolve, obviously. But now I'm almost forced to switch. I can't take another Shadow Ball. Well, he's probably going to Psychic anyway. So I can't really take anything from him. This thing's actually being a bit of a problem right now because he is 350 speed and my Latios speed ties him. So I'm really thinking he's going to Psychic. So I'm going to hop back into Jirachi. Predicting that. No, as he does Shadow Ball and he gets another crit. I don't know if it mattered. It probably did. But as this guy is just critting me left and right, that's very, very unfortunate for me. So, honestly, I think I can go into Cobalion. Like, I just need to get damage off on this thing. It's very physically, defensively frail. So, I mean, honestly, if I don't know what kind of player he is, I would sub or SD, predicting a switch. But considering I don't really know what kind of player he is, I'm just going to fire off an Iron Head, and if he wants to go to Pharaoh, I do have close combat on this thing. So he goes to his Conch, and honestly, I still don't know what this thing wants to do to me. It could Mach Punch, it could Bulk Up, I don't know what set it is. So I've seen a lot of sets, guys, so if you see me rambling off on these odd sets, just bear with me. So I'm going to go into, let's see, I think I'll just go Gyarados, predicting a fighting type move. See what he wants to do. And as he does Ice Punch, I didn't want it. Oh my gosh, this game is not going for us. So I didn't want Lando coming in because I kind of wanted to scout the Ice Punch as he does have it, and he did go for it. But now, since we are frozen, this thing is basically useless. I mean, I could use it for the Intimidates, but it's not really worth it at this point because this thing kind of just... I don't want him to Ice Punch again and hit Latios really hard is kind of what I'm saying. So I think I'm just going to try to break through and get damage off on this thing, honestly. As I do Thaw first turn, let's get a flinch. I need it. As I do not get it, and he gets some health back with the Drain Punch. He's not Life Orb, so that's kind of odd. Maybe he's Iron Fist. Yeah, he's probably Iron Fist to just get more damage off on those punches. But now I can go into Latios for free. And I'm predicting, I'm predicting that Pharaoh to come in. So I'm going to double into Mew. Hopefully, I need to make a play, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to double into Mew, hopefully catch the Ferrothorn and see what we get. If he stays in at -1, I still don't understand this guy. As he does switch, okay, it's Chansey, that's not very good. So Chansey usually runs T-Wave and sometimes Toxic at the same time, but it usually has one or the other. So, and if he wants to T-Wave me, he will get Synchronized. So I just kind of want to scout how much an Earthquake is going to do right now because all my other moves are special attacking, and Chansey is literally going to eat those up. Probably heal him, to be honest. So I'm just going to Earthquake and see. Yeah, okay, so that does absolutely nothing. So he is going to T-Wave me. He is going to Synchronize himself. But I honestly can't really do anything at this point. So I'm going to go Cobalion. He's not going to T-Wave again. Hopefully get up a substitute on his Heal Bell. So, okay, so he does get parried, so I have to set up a substitute, and I have to get an SD off. This is my play. So, get parried again. As he does counter, so he was predicting a close combat right away. I am going to SD up. He can't touch me right now. There's no way he can do anything to me. What does Mimic even do? Guys, I don't even know what Mimic does. So, okay, so he learned Swords Dance. Alright, alright. That's really, really going to help him here. So, that is the... see what I'm talking about? These sets? That's just wild. I've never seen a chance to use Mimic, Counter, and T-Wave. So, he probably has Soft Boiled. So, no Heal Bell. That's nice. So, he will stay parried. This is what I'm assuming. So, I think I'm just going to stay with my ×2 SD. I could get another one off, but I don't really know what that would accomplish at this point because every other Mon he has is frail to this thing. Not the Ferrothorn, but a close combat will kill it ×2. So let's see. It's natural cure. Anyway, this thing's gonna die. Yeah, gone. So I am still behind a substitute, so that's very, very nice for me. He will probably go out into Mega Manectric, as that is what I would do, and just get off a Volt Switch and break my sub. Okay, so he goes into Conk. He probably will just Mach Punch here. I'm just going to get off another close combat. Yeah, so he breaks my sub. I should be able to kill this thing, as I do. I am -2 for defense and special defense, so I do need to switch out if he brings out Mega Manectric. Yep, I need to keep this thing alive because it does still check his Espeon, and everything else on my team kind of just loses to Espeon, which is kind of weird to say. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm just going to probably go into Mew on his Volt Switch is what I'm assuming he's going to do, but he could Flamethrower. Either way, it's fine for me. This Mew doesn't do anything this match. As he does Volt Switch, I am still at 52%, so I could live... I probably don't live a Shadow Ball. I think he's offensive Espeon, and he's just going to Brave Bird me here. So on the off chance he goes for an SD, I'm just going to T-Bolt. As he does U-turn kill me, I think that's banded damage. Maybe it's not, but I'm assuming it is. So we'll see what he does here. He'll probably just go back into Mega Manectric and get another free Volt Switch / HP Ice off. Yeah, as he does. So I'm going to go into my Latios here because I can take anything he wants. I'm predicting the Chansey to come in, so I am going to Psyshock and get off some damage. As he does Volt Switch, and the Chansey should be coming out here, as it does. Psyshock should do it, and it does a decent amount. So the Chansey is at 46%, and I'm thinking his last move is Soft Boiled. So I am going to go back into Cobalion on his Soft Boiled. Yep, there's a Soft Boiled. So I do get up another sub, and I might get off another kill. Actually, if he goes Talonflame, I do not get a kill with this thing, as he sees my whole entire set too. So that's kind of problematic. So honestly, I could go into Lando. Yeah, I'm going to hop into Lando right here. That's my best play. Okay, so this guy obviously didn't get the memo. He's easily just going to HP Ice here. I can't really do anything about it is the sad part. If I was Scarf and with speed, I could knock this thing out with an Earthquake, but unfortunately I am the defensive set with Rocky Helmet, so there's literally not much I can really do to this thing. Honestly, I might eat 1 HP Ice, but I mean, still not a good play whatsoever. Let's see, let me think here. If I go into Latios, I die. If I go to Cobalion, I would die. Not by an HP Ice, but HP Ice and then a Volt Switch / T-Bolt, whatever, Flamethrower, anything pretty much. So I think I'm just going to stay in here and hopefully kill with the Earthquake, because... no, I can't do that either because Talonflame wins then. This is tough. I'm pretty sure I just lose anyway, but I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole. So I think I'm just going to go Cobalion and try to eat, which I do not think I do. Yeah, as that comes in, yeah, it's only going to do 9% after leftovers, but now he can Flamethrower, and I can't do anything to him, which sucks. So, honestly, something has to die here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just lose. I'm just going to close combat. As he does go, ooh, Overheat. I do have a chance. Now he's -2. Okay, so now my play is, let's see, what's Chansey at? Chansey's at 96, so... yeah, I just lose. Anyway. So I'm just gonna Draco here, why not? As he's just gonna go into Chansey and literally eat it. Yep. So GG, man. So we're 1-1, but I mean, there's not really much I could do there. I was kind of counter teamed almost. I'm gonna switch up teams, so we're gonna try out. Let's go. Do we want to do bulky Scizor, or do we want to do the U-turn core? Let's see. Even Mega Venusaur would be decent. I think I'm just gonna go with the U-turn core. We'll see how I do. All right, so we get a pretty standard OU team that we're playing against. I know mine's pretty standard too. But just to guide you guys through it, I'm basically the normal Mega Manectric set. I'm almost fully split F Togekiss with T-Wave, Fire Blast, and Air Slash. This thing puts in a lot of work, trust me. Scarfrocci, the normal set, obviously. And Analytic Life Orb Starmie does a ton of damage from switching in. It's my spinner. I need to keep this alive. Garchomp. Let's see. Yeah, just the normal Garchomp with Endure. Endure is very nice. It does make them take a lot of extra damage. Even if I'm on 1%, I can even get another Endure off. It's kind of like Protect. So I think I'm just going to lead my Assault Vest Tornti. As he does lead Breloom, this is a very good matchup for me. Unless he's Scarf Rock Tomb, which, guys, I've seen it before, trust me. So I really want to hit Hurricane, but and then again, Hurricane is Hurricane, and it misses like half the time. And Heat Wave is honestly going to do a ton of damage too, but I'm going to go for the Hurricane. As he does switch into Heatran, I do hit the Hurricane. He is Spadef Heatran. I don't get the confusion, which is alright. I'm just going to knock off here. I really want to get rid of this thing's recovery with leftovers. That'll be very good for me. As he does switch, okay, so I do get a free knockoff on his Rotom. I get rid of this thing's recovery too. That's very nice. And as I'm just going to U-turn out of here, as he'll probably just Volt Switch, I would assume, but he could Will-O-Wisp, which I wouldn't like at all. So honestly, I get to choose what wants to get burned / Volt Switched on. So out of those two, I'm pretty sure Togekiss wants to take those, and if I go into Togekiss, what does that bait in? That baits in his Mega, it gives him a free Mega Evolve. I don't like that. So honestly, I am just going to go. I think I might go Starmie because I can eat a Volt Switch pretty nicely, as I'm assuming he's the defensive set. So, I gotta play. We're going Mega Manectric and hopefully getting a Lightning Rod off here. As he does Will-O-Wisp, which is fine because I don't take any physical, like these are all special attacking moves, obviously. So I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and get off a Volt Switch because he doesn't have anything to eat the Volt Switch. As I do get an Intimidate off on this thing, which is nice. And so that breaks his Sash if he is Sash Loom. So now I can go into Rachi. Get off. Oh, so he's the Toxic Orb set, and that's lovely. So I kind of want to U-turn here, and I kind of just want to Hard Stamp. I'm just going to Hard Stamp, see what kind of player he is. As he does switch back into Rotom Wash, which is a good play on his part. So I'm just going to go. Now he's probably going to Will-O-Wisp again, so I'm just going to go back into Mega Manectric. He can't really do much to me. As he does Pain Split, that's kind of unfortunate. But nevertheless, I'll just get off another Volt Switch here. See what he wants to do. As he does, okay, so he does stay in. He could go for another burn here, or he could go for another Pain Split. Going for another Pain Split would be a good play on his part, and I don't really like that. So if he does do that, I'm going to go into Tornadus. I don't really care if this thing gets burned. Like, it's not that big of a deal because I'm more special attack than I am physical. So I don't think a Hurricane knocks out at this point, but I really want it to. So honestly, this thing can take damage too. I'm just going to fire off a Hurricane and see how much it does, as I do not get the KO. But the Confusion, nope, still don't get the KO, and he gets all his health recovery back, which is very unfortunate. But I'm just going to go out into my Mega Manectric again. Hopefully he doesn't Hydro Pump. If I was him, I would never Hydro Pump in this situation. But we'll see what he wants to do here. This Rotom Wash is becoming a little bit of a problem. I think a T-Bolt would kill here. this thing does have a lot of special attack. We'll see. I just don't know why he's staying in. He's got counters to this thing like Spadef Heatran, but apparently he wants that to die, so I do get the kill. He will probably go out into Heatran, maybe Loom here, predicting or trying to get that Mach Punch kill. But he's not even Technician, so I don't even know if it does kill, to be honest. So he goes out into Mega, or this is obviously his Metagross, and he will, I'm thinking he's just going to, if he Agilities here, that'd be wild. But I kind of want to get off a Flamethrower and just get damage on this thing. But I want to keep this thing alive, because I do have Healing Wish on Jirachi, and in case I wanted to Healing Wish that up, or the Tornado Sub later, that'd be very nice for me. So I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch. Yeah, Bullet Punch does not kill me from here, and I cannot bring this thing back in on a switch unless it's a free switch, so, because I'm burned. So I'm just going to go, I'm just going to go Starmie. A Hydro Pump will kill from this range. I am Analytic and Life Orb, although the Analytic doesn't matter because I'm faster than him. So I'm just going to Hydro here, see what he wants to do. Like I said, this should kill because gauging from how much damage Volt Switch did, I'm assuming a Stab, Hydro Pump kills. So he does go into Torn T. He's probably Assault Vest. Yeah, I'm assuming that's Assault Vest damage. See how much that Analytic did. It boosted another 1.3 along with the Life Orb's 1.3. So that does a ton of damage. He will outspeed me here most likely. So I almost want to go into my own Torn T. But then again, he could switch out and it kind of just puts me in a bad situation. So whatever he does not kill me. Like a knockoff or a U-turn will not kill me. I'm at 90%. So honestly, I am just going to go for, let's see. I don't want to go to Jirachi because he could knock off my Choice Scarf, and that is a big winning condition for me right now. So honestly, I'm going to go to Garchomp and get up my rocks. Hopefully he does knock off / U-turn. As he does U-turn, he's going to take a ton. But I mean, he's just going to get the regen from it. So let's see what he goes out into. So he goes into Loom. I don't really know what kind of play that is or what he wants to do. He could SD up here, but in that case I could just Dragon Tail him out of here. So I am going to get up my rocks. Okay, so he Spores me. He's still not in that good of a situation here, as I can go literally right out into my Tornadoes and he still cannot touch me. Oh, so he is Substitute. Now this is kind of a problem. But I will just Heat Wave and break his sub, and I don't want to go for Hurricane because I could miss much more likely. So he's going to Focus Punch here, and he probably will kill him. That's crazy. As the burn is going to end up killing me, so I did get rid of this thing. Focus Punch, Spore, Sub, Loom. I kind of like it. It's innovative. So now I'm just going to go into Togekiss because, honestly, he cannot touch me because he can't Spore me again. Sleep Claws, my Garchomp's asleep. So now I kind of get a T-Wave off for free unless he goes to Thundurus, which I'm kind of assuming actually. So I really want to double here, but then again, I'm going to Air Slash. Yeah, get him out of here. As he goes Heatran, that's fine. Because this thing, is he going to have Flash Cannon on this thing? No, he's the Spadef set. I'm going to get a T-Wave off. Yeah, he gets his own rocks up. That's totally fine. Paralyzing this Heatran is very nice for me because I get the occasional Paras, so that's what I kind of want. I'm going to go into Starmie, spin these rocks away because honestly, I do not want them around. As he's going to trap me in here, but I don't really care honestly because he will probably get parried this next turn, and if he doesn't, then I can Hydro him. Well, saying I don't die. Say he goes for Lord knows what, Taunt or something. I've seen it. So he does go back into Breloom. I'm pretty sure a Mach Punch would kill here. Pretty sure, even though it's resisted. We're just going to go for a Psyshock. So it goes right back into Heatran. I don't know what he's predicting there, or what he wants to do there. Maybe just make me kill myself with Life Orb. Which, honestly, I guess that's not that bad of a play. I'm going to Hydro here. Get the kill. Fine by me. His Heatran's down, my Spinner's gone, but he can't get rocks up because his rocks was Heatran unless Metagross gets rocks and he wants that on his Mega too. I don't know. So I think my play is just to go back into Jirachi because it can handle anything but the Thundurus. But I am kind of predicting the Thundurus to come out right now. Man, I really need this Manectric back up. I might have to Healing Wish it back up, and Garchomp being asleep is kind of a problem right now. So, honestly, I'm going to go Jirachi, as he does go Tornadus. So I do get basically a free Iron Head off here, and maybe a kill. Predicting he doesn't switch. Yeah, so he lets his Tornadus go down, which is great because that outsped most of my team. As he goes into, he does get a free switch into Thundurus, which is kind of bad. So honestly, I think if he's Nasty Plot Thundurus, that is a big problem. But he could be the Prankster T-Wave set, which would kind of suck too. So I think my play is going into Garchomp and then going back into Jirachi. So he is Nasty Plot, that is a problem. I'm honestly going to Dragon Tail here, hopefully to get in a good sleep roll, but he could just HP Ice and kill me. I don't know what. So he's going to Nasty Plot again. As I do wake up, and I do get the Dragon Tail and out of here, which is great, because that was a problem. So now he could Spore again, which I'm predicting he's going to. And honestly, this is the best thing to get Spored right now, because I need Togekiss for this thing. What do I want to get Spored? Maybe if I was just a little bit faster. Might have to put some more speed EVs in this thing. So, I honestly cannot really touch him. I'm just going to click Stealth Rock as he does. Ooh, so he does go for Substitute. I'm very happy about getting the Stealth Rocks up because that pressures his Thundurus a lot. I think, let's hope, so he does go for the Spore. That's fine. He will I still don't think this thing can touch me, so I'm just going to stay in and hit, yeah. This thing, he's going to take more damage than, yeah, it did 51%, which is still a ton. But I'm probably going to stay asleep. I'm going to Endure next turn because it is priority. And hopefully I can wake up here. Yeah, and he is going to kill me here. Kind of unfortunate, but this sub-toxic Breloom is actually being a problem right now. So now I'm going to go into Togekiss. Basically, oh, so he could easily Spore here. I forgot about that. I should have switched immediately. It's kind of a bad play on my part. So even if he does stay in and Spore me, yeah, so he does Spore me. I'm going to switch out immediately into Jirachi because I can take a Focus Punch. It's honestly probably not that. Hopefully it doesn't do 50%. I don't think it will. As it does do 77%. That sucks. So I have to Healing Wish right here, which is so bad. Honestly, he might win this with Focus Punch, Toxic Sub, Breloom, and that's pretty embarrassing on my part. So hopefully a Volt Switch can break this thing sub, as I think it can, because this thing is kind of frail. I can't take a Focus Punch from him, so please break the sub. As it does, fantastic. I can go out into Togekiss and I quad resist this. Yeah, that didn't do anything. I will get my leftover recovery too, as he can easily just go for Substitute again, but I am going to get my Intimidate off on him. So he does sub again like I thought, but this Intimidate's going to put in a lot of work on him, so I'm going to go right back into... No, I'm going to Volt Switch again. Go back into Togekiss. As he's going to Seed Bomb, and that's not going to do anything either. Togekiss, it can put in work if with the right set. So I'm going to Fire Blast here, predicting the... Okay, so he does stay in. That's totally fine by me. He cannot touch my Togekiss. Remember that, guys. Plus he's -1. I want this thing to wake up. That a boy. So it does wake up, but he's just going to put in another Spore on me. Hopefully this doesn't get to a PP stalling game, which would be really unfortunate, but it honestly might. As he goes for another Spore. I need to get an early wake up, but then again it doesn't even matter actually. So I'm going to get another Intimidate off on him, and he cannot touch me. So he does switch here. That's actually good for me because I will get an Intimidate off on his Metagross. I outspeed it. I think a Flamethrower kills. And this will change the game for sure. As he goes right back into Breloom, I'm pretty sure Flamethrower kills this thing too. Yep. So Breloom is no longer a problem. He does bring out Thundurus. I outspeed this thing too. A Thunderbolt's gonna kill this thing. Goodbye, Thundurus. I think I just win here. So Metagross comes back out, and I'm gonna Flamethrower it. Yep, good game. GG, man. So, see, now I'm back in the 1400s. So, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will continue with the uploads, and hopefully we will have a lot of fun with this. Alright, guys, see you later.